I've been running down a dark road, a really, really far road, a far road. I don't know if I can go on my own.
Tom, thank you for coming.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the invite. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
What was it like growing up in Monroe, Georgia?
I was very much growing up. My parents were very how can I say this? They didn't trust people, so I wasn't allowed to go out for a long time. So I would like look out the window and look at my friends like play.
You were the Squidward meme?
I was that guy. I was that guy. I was literally that guy. It's so crazy. But it was that for a while. Not really being able to go outside and just kind of wishing I could go outside. Then I get old enough, maybe like, it sounds crazy, but like I started getting out of the house at like maybe like 13, 14, 15, that little area. But then just being able to like go in front of the house just to play basketball and shit. But in a nutshell, there's really nothing to do there besides like sports. Sports was like everything in Monroe.
Yeah. How big was the town?
I don't know like the population, but it's like you know everybody. Like it's not that far. The Walmart is like 5 minutes away from the crib.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Like everything is like right there. Like you got the Applebee's, you got the Outback, you got the Dunkin'.
Yeah.
And it's all consolidated in this one little area, and that's it.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Some people
you don't go nowhere.
Some people that's all they need for real.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, small town. The small town vibe now, I enjoy it now. But like as a kid, it's not fun at all. It's not fun at all.
The small town shit, when you're in high school and you're a kid and you're growing up, it feels so much bigger than what it is, because it's one of those things where you're in this bubble and it's all you know.
Yeah.
And it can make like whatever little inconvenience or whatever little like problem seem like
it's the
end of the world.
Yeah, it's the literal world. Like even like little high school shit.
No, facts.
Like you think it's the end of the world because you've been here your whole life.
I had a couple of those. I grew up in a town called Coal City, Illinois, right? 5,000 people.
Damn.
Like small. Like my graduating class is like 80 kids. My whole high school, I want to say, was like 400 maybe.
That's definitely way smaller.
Yeah. But it's similar, I'm sure.
It's similar vibes though. I think like I had like 180 people graduate. So I was like 177.
Damn.
No, it was bad. It was bad.
Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
Started with Rick Ross, Teflon Don. Teflon Don. Then I got into Biggie. Loved the hell out of Biggie. Then it was Drake, because I was super into Degrassi, and I always thought Drake was cool, but back then Drake was like, you know, the nerd basically.
Yeah.
Jimmy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
But it was Drake, Gambino, Kendrick, and J. Cole. Like they were like everything at the time, and I had like the little LimeWire, you had to get music off LimeWire back in the day, so it was just like that's the only ones I listened to.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, I gotta be like the boom bap guy, like, you know, real rap. Like,
what a weird time it was, the LimeWire era, because it was also like coming off of all the boom bap shit, and then it was also like the time where like Young Jock and people like that were kind of popping.
Yeah. Who else was fucking popping? T.I. was
Soulja Boy.
hot.
Bro, people play with T.I. like. T.I. was that dude for a second.
No, he was.
Like,
he was. Him and Justin Timberlake had that.
Oh, Dead and Gone. But even before that, he had that one album, his King album, had a couple hits on there.
Yeah.
I just remember like being a kid watching MTV, whatever that shit. It might have just been MTV where they played the videos all day.
Yeah.
And watching like T.I. videos, like yo. And then ATL the movie was always on cable.
Yeah.
Was always on cable.
That shit
so
was gold.
he was just cool as shit to me. I'm like, bro, I've watched ATL 3 times this week.
Yeah. Honestly, back then, I thought like being an artist, or just, I didn't even see it as being an artist, but I thought it was just being a rapper. I was like, yo, it's impossible to do. All these guys are so tough. They like just, everybody was just like, grrr.
Yeah. But we also, like, I feel like me and you, like our age range, we grew up in that era where it was like, we caught the back end, right, of when a celebrity was like a thing you only saw on TV. You only heard through music. Like there wasn't social media like that. So like now you could just really tap into everybody if you want to.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, nah, like I got to go to the store and convince my mom to let me buy this T-Pain album.
Yeah.
And like maybe I'll see his video if I wake up early enough. You know, it's like
Saturday morning
yeah,
shit. No,
yeah.
literally. Yeah,
Man.
that shit was crazy. The first album I ever bought was it was Drake, Thank Me Later.
Really?
And I played it on my it was the PlayStation 2. I played that shit over and over and over. To this day, it's still one of my favorite albums.
That's to this day my favorite Drake project.
Yeah.
Like I know Drake has multiple good projects, but that one just the point in my life, the nostalgia I feel when I listen to those songs.
It's so personal.
Oh, dude.
Very, very personal. And it's still like, the underdog Drake. So
At what age did you first start creating music?
I think it was about 16 or 17. It started, my friends were making music, and they're like after basketball practice, they go back, like my friend's crib was like behind the school. So they walk through the woods and they'll get there in like 3 minutes. But every day they were just talking about them making music and da 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 da. And then like, I was staying after school one day and they invited me over. I tried it. And I just fell in love with it. I think it was what was the program? Like GarageBand. It was some real old shit. But like we recorded a song on there. It was so mid, but I thought it was the most amazing shit ever. And then from that day forward, I just kept writing music. I just kept writing and writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. So every day after school, they gave us like this iPad, and I would just get my little iPad and I would plug my headphones in, listen to YouTube beats, and then just fucking write to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what started it. So like 16, 17, basketball.
What was your artist name at the time? Like when you first started? Was it always Tom the Mailman or?
It was always Tom the Mailman.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lie.
It was always.
You had something.
It was what it was. Like I was so ashamed. I was ashamed of the name at first, so I would shorten it.
Yeah.
So it was just Tom TM Man.
Ah.
So I would like keep it like that. I didn't start doing like full time. Like I did it at first, and then I was getting fucking cooked.
Yeah.
I was getting cooked.
It's one of those where it's like the first time I heard of you a few years ago through my homie Jared, it was like he's like, yo, you gotta watch this video, the song called Sunday, and I was like, okay, bet. And like the name, it was like, oh, okay. But like it stuck with me after like I heard your music. I was like, okay, I see what this is. How did you like what does that name mean to you? How did you come up with that name?
The name was more like, it's not so much like the name importance, but it's just like what the name does for me as an artist. Like I can hide behind that name and nobody will know what I look like, nobody will know what I sound like, and nobody will know anything. So it's just like the intention behind it was, how do I make it interesting? How do I make it my own? How can I hide behind it? It's just like those intentions came, and then the name just came out of nowhere. And then I stuck with it. And I was like, okay, I like this. It'll be fire. Like, this name will be fire once there's merit behind it. At first, it's going to be like, what the fuck is your, the fuck?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was the intention. I just had the intention behind it, and then that shit came.
How was your experience at Walnut Grove High School?
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Walnut Grove High School. Good fuck. Treacherous times, yo. In a nutshell, didn't like school at all. I honestly really hated it. I was really bad at just sitting in a fucking chair all day. I didn't like doing any of the fucking work. I was just cheating off all my friends for the most part. Barely getting by. I didn't have no motivation besides like sports. And like, you had to, I think you had to pass 4 out of 5 classes to be able to play sports. So that was always like my only motivation. It was just all right, just pass 4 out of 5, and then like, we're gonna get to college, and then we're gonna get the scholarship, and then bada boom, bada bang, everybody's happy. And that was it. Just graduate high school, go to college for some sport, do the college thing so mom and dad is happy. And then there was really no plan after that. I hated that shit, honestly.
Yeah. Is it true that you took drama your freshman year?
Yeah. I was a drama kid for sure. I really loved the hell out of that shit too. I loved the hell out of it. At first I was like, fucking drama. Like, why'd I get put in this bullshit? Put me in like PE, gym. Like, I fuck with that. But like, we I think just the experience of that was my first time like being with a team outside of sports. It was really sick seeing like everybody behind the stage, like trying to put shit together. Like all of us, like all the actors, like working together. Like it was really like, it was a team thing. I fell in love with acting after that. It was really sick. It was a sick experience. Everybody was like really supportive of each other, and it was very different from sports. Like sports is very like we're on the same team, but like we're fighting for the spot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's fuck you, it's fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sports is very like only one person can shine type shit.
Yeah.
At each position.
And especially in a small ass town. So it's just like, very different. Love drama.
You mentioned acting. Is that something you would maybe be interested in the future?
Yeah, for sure. I think it would just depend on what it would be. But I would definitely love to like be a part of a cast and act, because like I really get into it.
Yeah.
It's not just like, you know, some shit that I would just like do just for the kicks. Like I actually am passionate about acting too.
Yeah.
Just as much as music.
You ready? Tom, can you explain what is going on in this photo?
No! What is this? That is crazy. What the fuck? You know, I got the phone and I was just like, yo, I was trying to flex up. I got the new basketball hoodie, you know what I'm saying? I made the team. I was like, I was the guy. I don't know what the fuck. Shout out to Young Me. God damn, bro.
Those basketball hoodies, are those like sports gear? What's the word?
Basically.
You know that shit that they used to do, like, at least when I played football, they used to make specific, like, this is your year's football hoodie.
Yeah, literally,
hoodie.
like 2015, 26. Like, that made it so sick, because, like, if you had that shit, like, you was a part of that era. Nobody else can, like, copy that.
Oh, fact.
It was
Bro, I
very
wish I still
rewarding.
had some of my old shit like that.
Yeah, my shit is definitely... I got some old I got track sweats from, like, 8th grade still to this day.
I don't think I have any of my shit anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's the
some
only
storage
shit
somewhere.
I got. That fucking photo is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that shit's funny as hell.
So one thing that I think is really interesting about you, right, is you have the ability to make any type of music, from like punk rock to alternative to hip hop. How did you develop your sound to be able to do each one of those styles so seamlessly?
In my like day to day, I'm on YouTube like 25/8. So like I'm running into shit that like I'm constantly getting inspired by. And I like a lot of different type of music. So I feel like if you listen to it enough and you're influenced enough and you have enough time to practice it, like by yourself, when you do put it out, it's gonna seem seamless. But yeah, I just listen to a lot of fucking different shit. I like a lot of different shit. I think that's how it got developed, honestly. Or is that natural? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it though.
Yeah. One thing that I'm intrigued by is like the receptiveness of your fan base to each of those different sounds. Tell me about your fan base. Tell me about your fan base.
My fan base is very very interesting. I think the coolest shit about my base is that we have a real connection. Like I made Discord. Like we've done a lot of things over the years to like stay connected. Like I've tried my hardest to like show that like, hey, I appreciate y'all. And it's been like that for like, you know, I've been doing this shit like damn near 9 years. So on the internet, it's just like we've been having this relationship. So now it's at the point where like I've been dropping all these weird type of different music and shit. It's not foreign anymore.
Yeah.
If you've been here for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And then if you get into it now, it's just like, oh, this guy is good at all these different things and it's cool. And like nobody has a problem because like it's still gonna hit. And even if you don't, like even if it's not necessarily like your go-to genre or your go-to type of music, I think I have the ability to like open people up to like something new. And then from that, they'll be able to go into like different shit and fuck with it. I've had a lot of people tell me they never really liked rock or indie shit at all. And then it's like, yo, because of you, bro, I got into like a whole bunch of different shit, and I love this shit now.
Yeah.
And like I had the same experience with X. Like I remember listening. I remember I was in college. I was strictly boom bap shit still. And then one of my homies showed me. I think it was Look at Me, and I thought it was so stupid at first. I was like, what is this? It was distorted. I never heard nothing like that. It was yelling and da 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 da.
Yeah.
Then I found some boom bap shit that he had.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, wait, I do like this guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, let me try his other shit. And then I fell down the rabbit hole, and that was kind of like, I kind of think I give that similar experience to my supporters.
He was one of those too, where he can make any type of sound. You saw the documentary?
Yeah, I actually really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. I liked how they didn't shy away from anything either. Like they just, I don't know. I love how they did his documentary. It was very well done.
It's very, like they just got like they didn't run away from like who he was as a person. They didn't run away from the fact that he was a dark individual. Like I like that because that's why I connected to him. Like he was dark, and nobody like outwardly expressed that emotion.
Yeah.
Like not the way that he did to me.
Tom, I have a gift for you.
A gift for me? Elliot, you don't have to. What are you doing? Why are you giving me a gift? Dude, what are you doing? Ah! This shit is gonna be for the rest of my life. We got the Charlies! Bro, yes, bro. This is all we've been eating on tour. Like, what? We went to LA and they gave us a fat fucking bag of Cholies. And we were on the road that day for probably 25 hours. Mm-hmm. Them bitches came in clutch so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. This pack specifically. It was the big John, bro. And that shit hit so crazy. Bro, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
It's the least I owe you for flying to Chicago to do the interview.
Thank you. And we got the water. We got a variety in this bitch. We got the watermelon. We got the sour bite crawlers. And we got the sweet peaches. I don't think I had these before. I'm going to try these tonight.
Speaking of your tour, you just recently got off it yesterday?
Yeah.
How was it?
It showed me that my bass cares. Mm-hmm. I was wondering before I got on tour, like, would anybody even come out to these shows, honestly? Because, like, I haven't had the moment where, like, internet translates into real life. So I was worried, honestly. But then as soon as we got out there, the love was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Every show was really fucking fun. Everybody was really engaged. It showed me that, like, the people that listen to me are all about the same shit. Like, we're not, it's almost like we're all searching for, like, a more positive escape. And us coming together is that. Everybody's really sweet and nice. So, yeah, tour showed me that I literally have the best bass ever. I love the fuck out of them, honestly. It's sick.
I love that. So I know you dropped a project earlier this year. And I know you just got off the tour. But what are you currently working on?
What I'm working on right now, it's a lot of shit, dude. But I have about 3 years worth of music right now. So now we're at the point where I'm about to drop a single, I think, every month for 5 months. And then after the 5th month, I'm going to take like a month or two break. And then I'm going to release this EP that I'm working on with my friend Will, Bailey, and Marvy. We're and Wyatt. Wyatt is gonna be on it too. But yeah, we're kind of making like this. I don't know how to explain it. It's still in this like baby form right now. But I think the title of the EP is gonna be Better Than I Was 6 months ago. And basically, you know, life has been very fucking hectic. And trying to, like, you know, deal with the peaks and valleys of that shit. That's basically what the EP is about. And I think that's what most of my music is about, honestly. But it's just dealing with the peaks and valleys in this position.
Who are some artists that you want to work with in the future?
I like Rosalia. Rosalia's super sick, like, just musically as a producer. Her videos are amazing as well. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is just like Bad Bunny is an artist to me, like a full on artist, like in every way, shape, form. Like he's just very fucking amazing, and I look up to him a lot. Who else? There's a lot of guys. Rock wise, I want to fuck with Ronnie Radke. I like him a lot. I think he's like the first artist that got me into rock in the first place. Who else? I mean, a lot of my peers, they're really fucking sick. Glaive is amazing. Eric DOA is amazing. Kenny Hoopla, very amazing. Breakins, like there's so many. I could keep going. Like I really like people from my gen, and then I don't know. I could go on. I could go on because there's so many like different places in music that I want to touch that I probably couldn't, do personally. But like for say Childish Gambino, you might be able to put me in like a soul bag or like curate like a soul bag that I couldn't do by myself. Yeah, there's a lot of different shit, a lot of different artists that I would fuck with.
All right, Tom. Last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I don't want to sound arrogant in any sense at all, but I honestly believe I'll be like a big figure in music by 5 years. 5 years. 5 years, I'll still just be having fun, man. Honestly, that's all I'm doing right now is having fun. Going like just having these new experiences. I just hope I'm experiencing new shit still. I hope I'm still like experimenting music wise. I hope my team is still like the same guys. I hope we're still like very happy together. I hope like I meet new people. I hope the bass gets bigger and like we bring more people in, and it's like it's the vibe we had this tour, but on a massive scale, and then everybody's just enjoying that energy. I think that's what I want in 5 years. That's what it'll be in 5 years.
Running down a dark road,